जो Thari Rai, so Mari Rai. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Whatever you want, be 100%. करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत करो. किसी को जाओ मत करो. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ पाना. Who asked you, live at zero complete level. All zero, be happy. Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are which verse? 29, okay. निषिध्य निखिलोपाधीन नेति नेति वाक्यतः विद्यादैक्य महावाक्यै जीवात्म परमात्मनोः. Up to here we were given the knowledge. This is called as Paroksha Jnanam. Paroksha Jnanam means you have only heard from me. You have not worked on it. The practice of knowledge is different from the practice in yoga or practice in karma or practice in upasana. Because those practices are limited by time, space, etc. But when we practice knowledge, it is 24/7. It cannot be fractional practice. Otherwise, what happens? I observe fast at least 21 days in the Shravan Mass. How do you survive? I eat at night. So whom are we cheating? Ourselves. Therefore, practice of knowledge is not a time pass, but it is 24/7. So what is to be done? Nishiddha nikhilopadhin. We have to negate the upadhi, the conditionings through which we are functioning. What are the conditionings through which we are functioning? First is the body, second is the sense organs, third is the mind, and fourth is the intellect. So the first step will be that let us not strengthen our body identification. It will not go overnight. What is the way we are strengthening our body identification? We strengthen our body identification by constantly referring to our past. Past belongs to body, not to you. You are the present. How do we do that? Just through understanding. Once in Varanasi, when I was talking on this theme, one elderly person who was the editor of the Kalyan magazine of Gita Press, very elderly and very sincere, very well informed, educated, etc. He asked me this question, Swamiji, you are so much emphasizing about not talking about the past. But unless we refer to our past, how can we talk to others? I said, then don't refer. No. I want to know what is the reason you are emphasizing. I said, look here, sir, you are so elderly. He was about 85, 90. I said, what can I tell you? You are editor of this such a great magazine. No, no, tell me. I said, okay, be ready. Past belongs to whom? To you or the body? Body was born. Body was a child. Body was a teenager. Now body is old. When you are talking about the past, unknowingly, but definitely, you are strengthening your body identification. So Nishiddha Nikhalopadhin, the first step is never talk about your past or ask anybody about their past. You have nothing to talk in this world. All the time we talk about our past. And this is how the samsara begins. Nishiddha Nikhalopadhin. First, Upadhi, body. Second is the sense organs. Sense organs are what? They are constantly running in the worldly objects. We have nothing to do with the worldly things. Let the things be there. It is under our control. Whether we are controlled by the sense organs or we are controlled by them. Therefore, we have to win over the weaknesses of the sense organs and organs of action. So it can be done by one, because there is one organ which is two in one, and that is our tongue. For tasting, the tongue is called as rasana. And for talking, the tongue is called as jivva. These differences are not in English. So, control only tongue. Number one, do not give too many choices to yourself in the food is concerned. Enjoy everything. But if something is not there, we become disturbed and miserable and angry. No way. And this can happen only through wisdom. If you cut your tongue and weigh in comparison to your weight, your tongue, I am telling you will see the weight of your tongue is 1 by 10,000 of the weight of your body. On that one tongue, there are 9 taste buds, 9 types. Out of those 9, only one taste bud makes us miserable. See? Such a huge structure is disturbed because of, there is less salt. नहीं तो नहीं क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Control the tongue. Food, and second thing is talking. These two things if you control, you are practicing Nishiddha Nikhilopadhin. Then we come to the mind. When we come to mind, don't become emotional in life. How we become emotional? Emotionalism is a weakness on human mind. It is a scar. We should have emotions of love, understanding, sacrifice, everything. But if we become emotional, we lose our balance. Don't lose the balance. Then we have to conquer our intellect. To conquer our intellect, don't ask questions. Why? On this there will be a question, but why? You have to conquer these. Nishiddha Nikhilopa. Neti Vakyata. Not me, not this, not this. Vidyat Aikya Mahavakyahi. Then such a student is qualified to go to the teacher and then study and learn the Mahavakya Upadesh. There are 4 Mahavakyas. First is Pradyanam Brahma. The truth is indicated. Consciousness without the division of knower known is Brahman. Then Tattvamasi. Tattvamasi is Upadesha Vakya. You are that Brahman. Third is Ayam Atma Brahman. That this is Brahman. And then Aham Brahmasmi experience. So we thus go to the Guru, teacher, and learn. Vidya Aikyam Mahavakyahi. What we have to learn? Jivatma Paramatmanoho Aikyam. Be attentive. Jivatma is husband, Paramatma is man. Know that they are one. Aikyam. Can we separate the husband from the man? These are some of my experiences which keeps me going throughout the world. In the Western world, they ask all the questions. Why the Hindu ladies have a .com on their forehead? Because your chance gone. She is already married. Oh, married ladies, yes. But then there is no mark on the face of the married man. Not necessary. From the face itself, he is married. How simple it is. So man and husband, are they two? But who is becoming miserable? The husband is becoming. Because he is overtaking the experiences in life. Therefore, Aikyat Yivatma Paramatmano. So like we are playing in the childhood, husband, husband, wife, wife, in the same manner. In our elderly life, play realization, realization. Don't talk in your mind. Suppose somebody talks something like, okay, he has talked, but I am to realize. How can I become miserable? Then avidyakam shariradi drishyam budbudvaksharam etad vilakshanam vidyat aham brahmeti nirmalam. Starting from the avidya, ignorance, up to the body and the whole world is budbudvat ksharam. Ksharam is constantly getting destroyed. Budbud means like the bubbles. Bubbles appear, remain and burst out. Exactly the same way. Everything is constantly changing. And with that changing, when we take our association, then the suffering begins. Therefore, etad vilakshana vidyat. Therefore, miseries have come. Okay, you cannot remain miserable throughout your life. That misery comes, goes over. Joy comes, goes over. And as long as we are identified, we will be happy or miserable. Therefore, everything is changing, not real. Now, like here we are. Now, there may be some difficulties if there are, but anyway, I'll tell you what is my sadhana. I count down. Like when I came to Hyderabad, I started counting. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Today is 1. Tomorrow I go. When I know I am here only for a week, is it wise to create friends and enemies and carry the burden of them on my head? It is for this purpose. I don't remember anybody's names. And they feel, Swamiji doesn't remember. No, there is nothing to remember. What is there to remember? But then how do you remember the names of some people? Yes, I can tell you. Higher the nuisance value, more is the memory. During your childhood, whatever good has happened, you might have forgotten that. But whatever bad has happened, you will never forget that. Because in the miseries, we are intensely reacting. In happiness, we are light. Therefore, lesser the memories, more happy you are. Vidyat etal vikshanam brahmeti nirmalam. All the things come and go. Don't get too much carried away by them. It is like this. There is nothing worth losing our peace in this world. Dehanyatvat name janma jara karshalayadayaha shabdadi vishaye sangaha nirindriyataya nacha. We got rid of the body, etc. Now we come to the no, to the body. Dehat anyatvat. I being other than the body, therefore Janma, Jara, Janma is birth, Jara is old age, and in Karsha, the weakness, health, etc., Laya, death. They don't belong to me. This is what we told you in different words. We have no experience of birth. We have no experience of growth. We have no experience of our absence. We have no experience of our death. If you have studied Atma Bodh, you have lost your right to die. मरने भी नहीं देते. ना जीने की तमन्ना है, ना मरने का इरादा है. This is Vedanta. Then what is life? Time pass. It is so simple, my friends. Life made complicated is religion. Life made simple is Vedanta. So, Shabdadi Vishayi Sangaha Nirindrataya Nacha. Similarly, because I do not have any sense organs, therefore all the worldly objects have no impact on me. Then we come to the mind. Amanastvad me dukkha ragadvesha bhayadayaha aprano yamana shubhraha ityadi shruti shasanat. Amanastvat name, I being without the mind, therefore I do not have dukkha, the misery, raga, the attachment, dvesha, the hatred, bhaya, the fear, etc. All the modifications of the mind do not belong to me. To practice this, take our happy mantra. Dekho suno mat bolo. When we see the world enters us, when we hear the world enters us, where does it go? It goes to the mind. After going to the mind, what happens? That entry creates either the dukkha or attachment or hatred or fear, etc. And to protect us from this simple rule which we told you, Dekho suno mat bolo, that means let them enter, but you don't react. When you react, you are born. That knowledge where knower is not born is the truth. And therefore there is no fear of forgetting it. The knowledge gathered through sense organs, etc., or the mind or the intellect is subject to forgetting. We cannot forget ourselves. See, friends, because we do not fall in the purview of the intellectual knowledge. We are not a concept. Therefore, all these things do not belong to me. Amanastvatame dukkha. Similarly, the mind, etc. Now we come to the mind. Etasma, because why it is so? Everything is born out of me. 33rd verse. Etasma jayate prano manas sarvendriyani cha kham vajur jyotirapaham prithvi vishvasya dharini. Now this is the most important and subtle point. See? This comes from the Upanishad. Kaivalya Upanishad, this thought comes. See? Etasmat, from this Paramatma that we are, Jayate Sarvam, everything is born out of this. What is born? Etasmat, Pranaha, the life, Manaha, the mind, Sarvendriyani, all the sense organs, Kham, Vayu, Jyotirapaha, the five great elements, the Prithvi, which is the Vishvasya Dharini, everything comes out of me, remains in me, goes back in me. In the deep sleep, where are we, when are we, and what are we? We are nowhere, we are never, we are nobody. Yet we are. We cannot experience our absence. How? When we make a statement, I had a good sleep, but in between bad dreams, what does it mean? This statement is not made by the waker, dreamer, or the deep sleeper, but this statement is made by the one who is in the waking without becoming a waker. Is made by the one who was in the dream without becoming a dreamer, who was in the sleep without going to sleep. Then the question comes, when we awake, where from everything comes out? Etasmat, from the same reality. What is the first thing that is born? Space, then time, and then object. Who am I? Where I am? This is my everyday problem. Because every time new place to sleep or go anywhere, where is the bathroom? Nothing is known. When I get up, first of all, I have to remember where I am. Space, time, and object. What is the time? Therefore, etasma jayate pranaha manas sarvendriyani cha. Everything is born. Therefore, these steps you remember. When we are awake, first the conditioning because of which somebody is born. These three conditionings are time, space, and object. Try to talk without time, space, and object. Not possible. Where are you from? Space. What is the time? Time. Who are you? Object. And therefore, when we try this with conscious understanding, then what will happen? That from this consciousness, the reality that we are was this thing, and thereafter the principle of life. Then from the life, the mind, from the mind, the sense organs, from the sense organs, the worldly objects. So colors and forms are the effects. Vision is the cause. Can the effects influence the cause? Effects cannot influence the cause. Like the sugar cane doesn't suffer from diabetes. How simple it is. But what happens? When we get influenced by the worldly objects, we have taken a wrong stand in our life. And to discover this truth, these are the various techniques. You like something, you see that, you know you like it, yet you are not tempted to eat it. Now there are two things. One is the one who is going through the experience, and the second one is not allowed to be born, not tempted, and not acting upon. He stands apart. Then you are divine. So seeing is not a problem. Getting influence after whatever we have seen, the somebody is born. Therefore, etasma jayate prano manas sarvendriyani cha. And all the five elements. Because in the deep sleep where we are, when we are, nothing is there. Everything comes from me. Mai eva sakalam jatam, mai sarvam pratishtitam, mai sarvam layam jati, tad brahma dvayamasya. That is our essential nature. Continuing further. Maya Prithvi Vishwasya Dharini. Then who are we? Nirguno Nishkriyo Nityo Nirvikalpo Niranjanaha Nirvikaro Nirakaro Nitya Muktosmi Nirmalaha. Now see here, this is called language of negation. What we are, it is not told. First of all, Nirgunaha, no attributes, no qualities. What are the guna? Guna is somebody is good, somebody is bad, something is nice, something is not nice. No qualities, nirguna. Like space has no qualities. Whether it is in a temple or a toilet makes no difference. Nirguna. Is it not? Whether we are in the waking dream, deep sleep, samadhi, nothing happens to us. We are the same. Therefore, don't try to change. Be what you are. Don't become spiritual. Just be. When you will become spiritual, you will add one more burden on your head. It is so important, my friends. Nobody can help us in this. We only create problems for us. We only make a rule that, I will not do this thing. And then we suffer because of that. Have minimum rules in your life. Only one rule if you practice. Dekho suno mat bolo. That's it. Then you will discover two things. When we talk to others, we talk about the past. When we talk to ourselves, we talk about the future. But when you have decided this simple principle, you will start remaining in the present effortlessly. Remaining in the present without the reference of the past and the future is presence. Presence degraded is present. And how the presence is degraded? Because of the reference of the past and the future. Past is a tense, future is a tense. Then presence also becomes tense. See, you don't have to do anything, my friends. Understand properly. And lead a life of a Dumbo. Janan apihi medhavi jadaval lokamachare. So, nirguno, nishkriyaha. We don't have to do anything in life. Have to do relax. Become so excited. What is required to be done, do it sincerely, but that is not all. So what is the meaning of Nishkriya? Let the things be done, but don't claim, I can do it, I have done it. So action without the doer, Nishkriya. Then Nityaha, we are ever the same, nothing has changed. Nitya means there is no possibility of our death. Nobody has experienced death, friends. We are afraid of that of which we had a bad experience earlier. In our childhood, we had experience that our hand was burned by the fire. So we are afraid of fire. Did we have experience of death? Why are we afraid? Because we see other bodies dying and I am also body, then die. See? Therefore, Nityaha, Nirvikalpaha. Nirvikalpa means what? Be attentive. Give yourself minimum choices. Vikalpa means choice. Give minimum choices. And how to achieve this? Be a follower. Don't be a leader. ये करो कर लिया वो relax. This is my secret when I go throughout the world. Like here I have come. My boss is Madhav. Swamiji, we should do this thing. We should do first thing. So we do that. No, we should stop here. Okay, we stop here. Ram Raksha. Ram, I'm sorry, boss says no. See, friends, learn this. But on every small little thing, it becomes an issue. When I tell something, you always say no. अरे लगाओ एक कस के. Learn this thing. The simplest way to lead happy life. Be a follower. Don't be a leader in life. Let them suffer. You enjoy. See, friends, Nirvikalpaha, then Niranjanaha. We cannot be contaminated by anything. It is not possible. Like the same example, vision not contaminated by colors and forms. We are not contaminated by waking, dream, deep sleep or samadhi. They come and go. Like the space. Whether there is a volcano or whether there is a great earthquake makes no difference. Because the rule is the support is not influenced by the supported. Like the ocean is not influenced by the waves. When there are more waves, ocean doesn't become rich. When the waves die, the ocean doesn't lose anything. Hence, Niranjanaha, Nirvikaraha, no vikara. Vikara is possible where there is a akara. What vikara you can bring in the space? Nothing. In the same manner, don't react. Vikara is at the mind level. We become so, relax, relax. Relax is a Maha Mantra. But Swamiji, I am not able to understand. Relax, yaar. How does it matter? Even those who understood, have anything happened to them? Relax. Life becomes so serious, I don't know how. And they claim to be the spiritual. Carrying the yoga mat, like the terrorists carrying the AK-47. First level meditation, second level meditation, then flotation, levitation, and then that outcomes. Suppose I start levitating, what will happen? Then, Swamiji, I always this doubt, whenever I sit for meditation, if I start levitating, that depends where are you sitting. Suppose you are sitting below the fan and the fan is on, levitation. Suppose you are below a tree, you go and hang to the tree. Realize tree. We cannot have doubt, question about our being. That is what matters in life. Therefore, nirvikaro, nirakaraha, no akara. Don't waste your time in all non-essential. Therefore, nitya muktosi nirmalaha. You are already liberated. Don't have that notion that I am bound. We only imagine, कि स्वामी जी बंध मुक्त कब हो जाएंगे? पहले बंध दिखाओ, कहाँ है, किसने बांधा है? Who has tied you down? Upanishad says, मन एव मनुष्याणाम कारणम बंध मोक्षयोः बंधाय विषयासक्तम muktam nirvishayam smritam. Bondage and liberation are two imaginations of the mind. How? When the mind is too much obsessed with the things and beings, it becomes the cause of bondage. When the mind has dropped the obsession for the things and beings, liberation has happened. त्यागे नैके अमृतत्व मानसु नित्य मुक्तो से निर्मलः. Continuing further, aham akashavat sarvam बहिरंतर्गतोच्युतः सदा सर्व समसिद्धो निसंगो निर्मलो चलः. This is what I had told you. When you are sitting quiet, just start playing. Don't do meditation. Play meditation, meditation. Like the children play home, home. And they play so well. They become husband and wife, brother and sister. Have they become husband and wife? No. Because they are playing and they play so good. The husband comes from the outside and knocks the door. There is no stage, there is no script writer, there is no director, no nothing. He comes. Should we begin? Yes, begin, start. Okay. Okay, I'm coming. He comes. And after coming home, he knocks at the door. Tuck, 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 by mouth. Because this space. But they are not short of the conditions. Tuck, tuck, tuck. And then the wife, the sister, she opened the door. Their door must be having a noise. So, kararara. What a joy it is. And thereafter, he throws his cigarette and then keeps the bag down. Nothing is there. And ask a question. Is there something to eat? I am hungry. Everyday dialogue. The wife says, the moment you come home, eat, eat, eat my head. Husband says, it is empty. What a joy, isn't it? Nothing is happening, but they are happy. Exactly. Spiritual life is Karnataka. All the greatest spiritual practice is Rama Leela or Krishna Leela. Leela means everything appears to be happening. Nothing is happening. Like ours is a Satsanga Leela. As if they are listening. But I am talking is real. Huh? It's recorded. And once I accept this as a Satsanga Leela, I will never be frustrated. I am talking so much, but people don't change. It will never happen if I really practice this knowledge. Therefore, who is the real, who is the happy doctor? He who wants the patient should not be cured. The prayers of the doctors, you ask them, Sarve bhavantu roginaha, not niramayaha. Then they will become miserable. Similarly, our prayers are the same thing. Sarve bhavantu ajnanina, continue to be miserable. Then our market is maintained. If you all get realized, जाऊं तो जाऊं कहाँ? Friend, this is just a leela going on. Don't become too serious in life. Therefore, aham akashava sarvam. Start playing what it is like being space. So the space supports everything, rejects nothing, doesn't get influenced by anything. This is our life. We are not opposed to anything or anybody. ठीक है, very good, nice. Then bahiranthargato chutaha, like the space has no concept of inside outside. The house has a concept of inside outside. In the same manner, start playing what it is like being space. So this example which I gave you, air is outside, air is inside. If the connection is snapped, life is not possible. Therefore, external air is more, internal air is less. Therefore, this internal air and the body is in the space or in the air. Change this understanding. They are in me, but I am not in them. The air says. The ocean says that all the waves are in me. Yes, they are in me. But to be very frank, I am not in them. How come they are in you, but you are not? No, why? What is the life story of the waves? They are born, they grow, they fight, they struggle, they die. With the ocean, doesn't is not born, doesn't grow, doesn't fight, doesn't die. Therefore, they are in me. Without the ocean, waves cannot be. They are in, I am not in them. But to be very frank, from my standpoint, if you like, ask me, neither they are in me nor I am in them. And then further inquiry, you go to the water. Pani bhaiya, pani bhaiya. So water will say, yes. See, as ocean, you are terrible man. But as waves, I like. Bubbles, ripples. What water will say, excuse me, gentlemen. What is the ocean? Water can never understand what is the ocean. Is ocean a container in which water is put? Or water itself is called as the ocean? Think. And if water itself is ocean, what happens? Water does not get drowned in the ocean. Then when the waves are born, water is not born. When the waves die, water doesn't die. Changing this standpoint in our life is spiritual practice. If the other person is frustrated, angry, then if you are able to understand the standpoint, you will not retaliate, you will not react. There was a taxi driver, and morning time or maybe evening time, he was going with a Western, passenger. One person came in his car and stood in front of the taxi and stopped it, came out of the car, necktie, everything and all that, and started shouting, abusing this taxi fellow. All bad words, and the taxi fellow was calm and quiet. He said, how much will you go abuse Vishnu Sahasranam? It will be also over. Kali Sahasranam over. And you shameless, useless people. And he went, sat in his car, and the taxi driver, cool, started his car going. So the passenger asked, he spoke to you so bad, you didn't react. No, actually, he came with a garbage, he has to enter, empty somewhere. So he found me as a, sukha kachra, gila kachra. He emptied and he went away. It doesn't matter. The road rage happens because of this. Keep cool. Of the highest spiritual practice. Therefore, aham akasha sarvam bahirantargatochutaha. When somebody is frustrated, depressed, don't argue because he is already suffering. Then sada sarva samasiddha, ever equanimous. थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियां, ये जीवन है. Life is made up like this. Even if you are taking sweets, let's say Rasgulla, because you are a Bengali. How many can you eat? 10, 20. After that, थोड़ा अचार दे दो यार. Therefore, everything is necessary in life. There is nothing uncalled for. Samasiddha, nisangaha, nirmala, achalaha. Nisanga, unattached. Friends, attachment is an illusion. These objects are not attached to us. We only say, these are mine. Objects don't say, so objects are not attached. We are also not attached. When we go to sleep, we leave everything, including our body. See? Therefore, this principle, if we catch it, the real spiritual practice is freedom from body identification. That's all. Other things can be okay. Nitya Shuddha Vimuktaikam Akhandanandamadvayam Satyam Jnanamanantam Yata Param Brahmaham Tata. Therefore, Nitya Shuddha Vimukta, ever pure, not contaminated by anything, liberated, akhanda, unbroken bliss that I am, the Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. In the Taittiriya Upanishad, this mantra comes. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyomanna Soshrute Sarvan Kaman Saha Brahmana Vipashyateti. He who comes to discover this Satchidananda Brahma is one's essential nature. Now what are the symptoms? Symptoms are he will have thereafter zero desires. Sarvan Kaman Apnoti Saha. All his desires stand fulfilled simultaneously. Our desires are fulfilled in a sequence. After I study, then I will get a job. You get a job. Now I will buy the house. You buy a house. Now I want to get married. You want to get married. Now I want to get divorced. You get divorced. Sequence. But when all the desires are fulfilled simultaneously, means what? You are left with no desire. Therefore, this point 100 times we repeated. Yada sarve pramuchante kama yasya vridishritaha. No desire about anything, even to do good to others or even the desire for realization. No desire. Otherwise, all the time, Swamiji, don't make fun of me. No, Mama, it is not necessary. How far I have come in realization, can you tell me? Okay, stand there. Up to knee. अभी ऊपर चढ़ना है. Friends, infinite cannot have fractions. Either yes or no. There is no in between. I feel that Mahatma may be 73-74% realize. So Maharaj, therefore, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yat Tat Brahma Ahameva. So the symptoms are, Jo thari raha hai so bhari raha hai. Relax. Things are happening in our life only for one thing. See? Dharmate birati. If we are practicing the life of dharma, how do we know we have practiced the life of dharma? We will discover dispassion in our heart. Dharmate birati. Now what the dharma tells us? In the last life you have done something good or bad. Therefore, in this life you are having good or bad experiences. Therefore, to improve your next life, you should behave properly. And when you stop reacting, your mind remains calm and quiet. Pure mind is that mind where the inquiry about the self kindles. If self-inquiry doesn't kindle, it is not a pure mind. In this Tripura Rahasya, this is the most important theme. People read all other things, but the basic thing they don't catch. Our Parshuramji Maharaj, he has killed the Kshatriyas 21 times. 22nd time he was defeated by Rama. Then he goes there and then he experiences something divine and he wants to know logically. So he was sent to Dattatreya Bhagwan. Dattatreya Bhagwan says, okay, this fellow needs a washing machine treatment. So he is given in a washing machine. Take, this is Tripura Devi. Do this sadhana. So many complicated rules. Do it. And then she will be invoked and she will bless you. He does it for not a day or two, 12 years. After 12 years, he gets a click. Come on, yaar, I am doing this thing. Who is this Tripura Devi? Who is Tripura Devi? I think I have wasted this time. This stone I am calling Tripura Devi. She doesn't say Tripura Devi. He goes back. Sir, I think I have wasted my time. How come? Who is this Tripura Devi? Then the Guru Dattatreya Bhagavan tells, now this is required. So far you wanted to do something. Now you wanted to know. Therefore, when the inquiry kindles in our heart as to who am I? What is this world? Who is God? Then it is necessary that we have to go through all the tragedies in life. See, friends, therefore, slowly, from every experience, we start learning. Evam nirantara abhyasta brahmaivasmiti vasana harati avidya vikshepan roganiva rasayanam. In this manner, nirantara abhyasta. Now we have to practice this again and again. Therefore, we told you, spiritual practice is not a part-time profession, a full-time preoccupation. Nirantara abhyasta. What? Brahmaivasmiti vasana. So don't condemn yourself. Papoham, papa karma. I am so unfortunate, I am very unlucky. Comedy to the unfortunate, unlucky people. What happens? They go to hell. Next. You are insulting yourself by condemning yourself. See? If somebody is the child, a boy of a king, and if he is lifting the cigarette butts on the road and trying to smoke to enjoy, will that king like it? Amritasya putraha. We are the expression of the divine and living like a beggar, crying, demanding, asking. Because of that we suffer in life. Okay. Therefore, remove those wrong notions that we are papi and we are unfortunate. No. So, nityam nirantara abhyasta brahmaivasmiti vasana. Therefore, again and again, this becomes deeper and deeper. How? See, when a girl gets married, first few months or years, she is constantly contacting her mother for everything like that. After few years, 3, 4, 5 years, then if the mother calls, Mommy, I don't have time, I'll talk to you later. Because now Nirantara Vyasta. Now she is no more belonging to that family, she has merged in this family. Exactly the same way. When this abhyas is done again and again, we will be withdrawn from unwanted occupation in the world. And we will continue in this new dimension of life. This is what is the real spiritual practice. Then harati avidya vikshapad rokaniva rasayana. Then all the wrong notions avidya, and because of that the vikshepa, agitation, frustration, anger, greed, everything will be slowly disappearing from our system. Like the medicine removes all the diseases and the medicine is also rejected. In the same manner, this knowledge becomes so strong thereafter, even to say Aham Brahmasmi, that also disappears. Then, Maunam Vyakhya Prakatita Para Brahma Tattvam Yuvanam Varshistante Vasadrushiganaihi Avrutam Brahma Nishtaihi Acharyendram Karakalita Chinmudramananda Rupam Swatmaramam Muditavadanam Dakshinamurti Mide. The truth is revealed by the teacher in the eloquence of silence. Mauna Vyakhyanam. Vyakhyanam is eloquence. Eloquence, which language? Mauna, silence. And how it is revealed? The truth, in matra. We told the meaning. This I. Getting identified with the body, prana mind is the jiva. Separated is the seeker. And discovered is the realize. Not difficult. Rasayanam. Now, from here, the teacher tells the sadhana, 38th verse. Vivikta desha asino virago vijitendriyaha भावयेत एकम आत्मानं तमनंतमनन्यधीः. Now see here the word is bhavayet, not doing anything. This is the basic difference in the Vedanta sadhana and the yoga or upasana. So what is done here? Vivikta deshe asinaha. Sit in a quiet place where nobody disturbs you. It is not possible. Then don't get disturbed wherever you are. Meaning is the same. Because disturbances don't come from outside. Disturbances come from inside. Because we react. Don't react. Therefore, the simplest example I can think is only this. As we listen to our lecture, similarly listen to the world. Here the Vedanta says you are divine. Divine. How simple it is. It's not difficult, my friends. So, Vivikta Deshe Asinaha Viragaha. Viragaha. Now, enough of these worldly discussions. Then, Vijitendriya. Vijitendriya, no more pampering of our sense organs or organs of action. Then, Bhavayat Ekamatmanam. Now do this bhavana. Now understand what is the meaning of bhavana. A girl is with her parents. After that, he gets married. She gets married. Then slowly this bhavana starts happening to her. Now I am not single. I am now married. I am not somebody's daughter only, but I am wife. Slowly, slowly, this bhavana becomes strengthened, and then she is very easily able to answer, who are you? Oh, I am his wife. She doesn't say, I am the father's or mother's daughter. Because of bhavana. The same bhavana we all are living with. We are told in the childhood, you are so and so. That becomes our bhavana. Like one example, which I experienced somewhere. One child was taking breakfast with me. I asked him, I said, hey, Gujju, I am not a Gujju. Then who are you? I am a Lohana Kachi. I asked him, do you know how to tie a kachi? No, mommy does it for me. Very cute. Then what is the meaning of Lohana? I don't know. Who are you? Lohana kachi. Slowly, slowly, that bhavana becomes so strong. That becomes our nature. In the same manner, do this bhavana. You are not miserable, you are divine. As God is tolerating us, we have to tolerate His creation. Don't react. Act. Don't react. When we are acting, we don't create sin or merit. When we are reacting, we create sin or merit. An actor on the stage is only acting, he is not reacting. In the same manner, we have to consciously practice this. So, Vivikta Desha Asenam Viraga Vijitendriyaham Bhavayet Ekam Atmanam. Hold on to this. Somebody came and went and said something good or bad word. Oh, let him say. Talking may be in his mouth. Hearing is in our ears. Let him talk. If you don't receive it, it goes back. There was a Mahatma with him, disciple was going. And they, Bhiksham, Dehi, so the shopkeeper came, started abusing. You are so healthy people, don't work because of this, you are, and Gali Sahasranam. So the Guru Maharaj was calm and quiet. Shishya was there, so he was holding himself after going away because the Gali Sahasranam Archana was complete. Then he went away. The disciple was agitated. Maharaj, should I go and settle the account with him? He said, yes. If you are taken, you must return. I have not taken. How simple it is. Somebody tells her you are dumb and you accept it. That means you are. See, friends. Therefore, bhavaye dekamatmanam, then tam anantam ananyadihi. Therefore, when you give your mind or intellect infinite as the object of experience, your mind or intellect dissolves in the divine. Because mind or intellect can function only in the finite, not in the infinite. When we start to look at the sky, which is infinite, we cannot comprehend. Then the blueness is not in the sky, but it is optical illusion. Friends, that is why our Krishna, Rama, they are Neelaji Mutasannipam. Their color is shown as like the dark clouds. Why? Because they are infinite. Infinite cannot be comprehended by any sense organs. Continuing further, Atmanneva kilam drishyam pravilapya dhiya sudhi bhavayedekam atmanam nirmala akashavat sada. Then Atmani akhilam drishyam vilapya. This is from Kathopanishad it comes. Yached vang manasi pradnya tajyached jnana atmani jnana atmani mahati niyached tajyached shanti atmani. Slowly start withdrawing. Withdraw from the objects, come to the sense organs. Give up the slavery to the sense organs, come to the mind. Don't be obsessed with the likes and dislikes, come to the intellect. And know by the intellect, about the intellect, it is available only in the waking, otherwise it is not available. Therefore, intellect is also dropped. Then we come to the principle of life. Up to here is our sadhana. Hereafter, he takes over. How he takes over? At the position of the life principle, we are not separate. And then, through such a person, he starts expressing. When Paramatma starts expressing through a person, he is called as Mahatma. How it can happen? Because he has emptied himself. He is totally free. No more obsessed with the world, no more enslaved by the sense organs, no more project to do something or the other, no more likes and dislikes, no more obsession of I, and we come to the principle of life, and from here it is going beyond the Jiva Srishti, we enter the divine kingdom. And when we enter, he takes over, and out of an ordinary person, a great master is born. This is the spiritual practice, Maharaj. Rupa varnadikam sarvam vihaya paramartha vita paripurna chidananda sarupena avatishthate. This paramartha vita, the wise man knowing the truth, then sarvam rupa varnadikam vihaya. Now withdraw from all the objective world. The world has always been like this. Till such time you want to do anything in this world, you will continue to suffer. Let the things happen. We have to draw a line thus far, not further. Most of you are married, few are happy. So, you have lived your life. Now your children are grown up, married or not married. You have come to this point. Now, withdraw. Let them live their life. If needed, you are available. Don't meddle and get involved in anybody's life. And let your attention be focused on this truth. And this is possible, it's not imagination. We have seen some people. I remember one lady. She was very old and absolutely calm and quiet. When she was ruling the family, she had too many rules. Nobody should come in the kitchen. If you have to come, you have to take bath. You have to put this particular type of clothes. You cannot come like that. And she was doing everything. She came to a point now she cannot do anything. So she decided, my life is over. Then she declared, now I will not come to the kitchen, do whatever you like. Only give me 2 times food, that's all. No rules, no regulation, do whatever you like. And she used to sit in a jhula, calm and quiet. So when I went to see her, I said, Mama, how come you are here? You should be in the kitchen. She told me, Swamiji, I have come to a point that now I cannot take any more the kitchen job. Therefore, before they telling me, I have decided. Now hand over the kitchen to them. Now I have asked only 2 meals, whatever they give. I have no rules, regulations. Now I am enjoying jhula. Now tell me, who will not like such an old lady in the house? But contrary to that, कौन है क्यों? Friends, if we are disturbed, if we are insulted, if we are disregarded, it is not they are responsible. We have to understand where we are not required, we should not go. You know the story in Ramayana, when Daksha was having the yajna, everybody was invited except Lord Shiva and his wife Sati. So ladies are ladies. So she said, we'll go to my father's a big yajna is going on. Shivji says, look here, where we are not invited, not called for, we should not go. You always like that. Do you require a message to go to my own father's place? No, I don't require. Shivji, Shanta. No reaction. He followed my mantra. When she is talking, keep quiet. When she is quiet, keep quiet. Don't talk. So he didn't talk anything. You are always like that, I will go. And she went. And after going there, then she came across such insults and disgust. Finally, she burnt herself to death. This story, what should tell us? Where we are uncalled for, don't go. Remember this thing, most important. When your children are small, they are staying in your house. When they are grown up, they have got their own house, you are going to their house. Follow their rules. Your rules, you follow in your house. But we go and ऐसे नहीं करना हमारे यहाँ तुम अपने घर जाओ हमारे यहाँ ऐसा होता है. We don't understand these girls when they get married, they have got their dream of their house. My house will have this type of curtains, this type of furniture, this type of dining table. They have got their own dreams. But this old is नहीं वो हमारे दादाजी के समय का टुकड़ा है वो ले लो हमारे. recognize this, then you will be walking spiritual path. So, Rupa Varnadikam Sarvam Vihaya. Enough of this word, withdraw. Then, Paripurna Chidananda Swarupena Vatishtate. Then you will remain at peace with yourself. And that is what is essential in our life. If we are not at peace with ourselves, nobody in the world will be able to help us. Therefore, 41st verse, Jnatru-jnana Jnana-bhedaha Parenatmani vidyate Chidanandaika-rupatvat Dipyate swayameva hi. The Jnatru-jnana-jnana-bhedaha, the knower-known knowledge division, Paratmani na vidyate, does not exist. Therefore, we told you, Triputi kshinnatameti. When I know this object, a triputi is created. This is an object, I know this is an object, but I am not the object. Do we experience ourselves like this? This is the self, this is the divine, but I am not the self. No. Therefore, that knowledge where knower is not born is the truth. That experience where experiencer is not born is the truth. When the experience is born, what will happen? He will start commenting. It is beautiful, it is not beautiful. It is required, it is not required. It is good, it is bad. Because somebody is born. Give it a try and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.